Miko Tolliver, all by my lonesome. That's right. Antonio is not here this month. Well, he's not here for this particular month's announcements. He's on vacation until next week. But I'm here, Miko Tolliver. You can find me around on the interwebs at Miko Tolliver with two L's. Do you see it right there? You see it right there? Yeah, follow me. I love to make friends. DM me or something like that. Nothing inappropriate. I don't like that. But other than that, I want to say happy June. And you know what that means? It's Pride Month. We're going to be celebrating Pride here at KPFA all throughout the month of June. So make sure you tune into KPFA Radio 94.1 FM, or you can log on kpfa.org. Let me tell you the really cool thing that we're going to do for June for Pride. We have drag story time. And I'm going to tell you what this is. You're going to be super, super excited about it, or you'll think it's really cool. Maybe you won't. I don't think though. I think you're going to love it the way that I love it, because I do love it and it's super great. Right? Okay. So with all the stuff in the news about, oh my goodness, we're going to have these drag queens. It's not good. We can't have them reading to children. That's not great. We can't do that. We can't do that here. We're from the Bay Area. We're KPFA. We represent certain things, marginalized voices too. So we are going to have drag story time. And, with all the fuss about drag story hours, people in often audacious attire and imaginative makeup reading stories to children, we thought you'd like to hear and see some for yourself. You like that? That's the rebel in us. So you can consider whether they should really be banned, or some politicians, are demanding that. But we're going to do something here different at KPFA. We're going to support them. So, but there is no need for you to sneak into an elementary school or your local library's kiddies room, because that would be kind of weird. Instead, we're going to bring you some drag story time. You like that? And it's a series that we have. It was produced by EA, Peter Stickney, Eric Jensen, right? Eric Jensen's name is also Cinnamon Sugar Shoes. You got to love that, right? But we've got a few installments too. We've got one that's going to be with the one and the only Rexy at the Bay Area Book Festival in downtown Berkeley. That was back in May 7th too. So these are all recorded. And here's the thing. Not only were they recorded via audio, they were also recorded on video. So we're going to play them on the radio. And we're going to have some video to go along with that too, right? Because we're doing video here now at KPFA. Then we've got a second reading. That's going to be Panda Dulce. And she read to some kindergartners at Sylvia Mendez Elementary School in Berkeley. And then that's great, because then after her reading, their teacher, Lourdes Rivas, read their small children's book and then also spoke with us. So you're going to get the drag story time, the drag performer reading you a story, and then you're going to get the teacher giving you a little interview. And then we're going to have a third one. That's going to be Montclair Community Play Center, and it's a parent-run cooperative preschool in Oakland, where drag king Vera read to children and parents and let them in a song. So now you want to know when this is all happening. Remember, there's 3 of them, right? We got the first one. That's going to be with the one and the only Rexy. That's going to be on June 6th. So you want to tune in for that. The second one, that's going to be on June 13th. That's the one that's going to be with Panda Dulce. And then the third and final one is going to be from our drag king Vera. That's going to be on June 27th, right? So tune in for that. And we're going to be playing them on the air on KPFA Radio, right? 94.1 FM, 2:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, right? So you want to tune into that. Remember, it's drag story time. June 6th, June 13th, June 27th at 2:30 p.m. And then you want to look out, keep an eye out on all of our social medias, our website, which you go to kpfa.org, because again, we're going to have video of that. You can hear it on the radio, and then also you can watch it. Dope, right? I know, I love it too. All right, good. That's our first announcement. Next, we have what happens in June? Father's Day. That's Sunday, June 18th. Get your dad a card. If your dad's no longer here with us, remember him and just say something nice. But for all those fathers out there, here's the time where you get your nice new tie, or I don't know, what's a really cool Father's Day gift? Socks. a watch. Maybe if you're just like, I'm gonna give my dad a bust down, right? Um, that's if you're rolling in it. You're just all like, I'm gonna deck my dad out in ice. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. It's gonna be fun. Now that I'm thinking about it, what am I gonna get my dad? Hmm. I know he's gonna like a nice card, and I know that my grandmother is gonna call. Did you get your father a card? Did you send it to your father? A card. Make sure you call him. Father's Day, Sunday, June 18th. And then immediately after, the very next day, we have a holiday, which this is the third official year this holiday is being celebrated. Do you know what it is? Can you guess? Can you guess? Juneteenth. That's right. You got a day off, and we are going to have a day off here at the station too. So, the station will be closed, but still, remember, tune in to KPFA 94.1 FM because we're still going to have great tunes for you, great things on the air because we can never go off the air. Our air is open, our station is open, the airways 24/7. We always have something here. KPFA 94.1 FM or online kpfa.org. You like that? Again, I miss Antonio. You wish he was here? I hate it when he's not here, but he has to go on vacation sometime, I guess. We have to let him be free. All right. Well, okay. So now that we've gotten through all the announcements that are happening this month, again, continue to watch all month long because on Tuesdays, I'm going to give you more information if things change. But now we're going to get to the real nitty gritty, the fun stuff that I know that you came here for, right? What'd you come here for? The stuff that we do special just for this time of the month. Let's start with some of our special video programming that we have here. I think we're going to start with the Herb of the Month, right? That's brought to you by the Herbal Highway. You guys ready to watch the Herb of the Month? All right, here we go. Herbal Highway. This one's hosted by Sarah Holmes. I believe the herb this month is Yarrow. Let's find out about Yarrow.
Hi, this is Sarah Holmes, host of the Herbal Highway on KPFA Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with your Herb of the Month. June's Herb of the Month is Yarrow. Welcome to summer officially. And I love this plant. And honestly, Yarrow could be Herb of the Month any month of the year. It's so versatile. There's so many ways that this plant supports us. I don't have the life plant here with me. I moved last fall. I don't have my whole garden here. Here's a really lovely picture of yarrow in bloom. This one you can see a little bit more of the leaves and how it looks all together with many of them joining up together. But yarrow, such a beautiful, beautiful and versatile plant. So let's talk about why. We use the whole plant, fresh or dry. The main exception to that is that yarrow root, I really prefer fresh. This is an amazing toothache remedy. So if you get yarrow in your garden and it starts spreading all over, which it does, you go from this to this, you might need to thin it out a little bit. That's a perfect time to gather some roots. So if just rinse them off lightly. When we're washing dirt off of plant roots, we don't want to run them through a whole lot of water because that starts to leach the medicine out of it. You know, it's almost like you're making a tea in your sink and washing it down the drain as you do it. So I'll lightly wash with the least amount of water that I can, the roots, and then put them in a small jar and put a little alcohol over them. And then you're almost you're preserving the fresh root in that alcohol. And then if you or someone in your family has a toothache, you can take a piece of that and put it in your mouth. You can suck on it. You can kind of tuck it between cheek and gum, wherever that sore tooth is. And it really helps. It helps pull out that pain, helps bring down the inflammation. It's antimicrobial. So all of this is really going to greatly benefit you. So part of why I chose yarrow for summertime is because it's so strongly antimicrobial. It's amazing wound care. And as we get into this beautiful weather and we're feeling better and we're moving around more, we get beat up more, right? We get cuts, we get scrapes. We're more likely to, because we're more active, have a wound that needs tending. So yarrow can be used in a lot of ways here. We can use it as a wash, which means you would make a strong tea or infusion of the plant, and then you could actually soak. If it's a body part that you can easily do this, like a hand or a foot or an elbow, that you could put in some water and soak. You can use it as a soak. You can make your tea and put a cloth in it and then apply that cloth to, some other part of your body that maybe doesn't fit in a bowl of water very easily or at all. You can do it that way. You can make a poultice. So you're basically making a tea, but you can take the plant and just put it in hot water for like 5 minutes, start to break it down, and then fold that plant matter in between two pieces of thin cloth, like muslin, something cotton, and preferably unbleached. But we use what we have. Bandanas work. And then for a poultice, you want moisture and you want warmth. So you want to make sure both of those things are happening with your poultice. You can apply that. Again, it takes out the inflammation, helps take out infection. It's soothing, it's really soothing for those reasons as well. You can also use it topically as a salve. So a lot of salves will have yarrow in them, which is really fabulous. Or you can make your own, make an infused oil of yarrow, which we don't have enough time today to go through how to do that. But I'm sure you can find that information or look through our archives and maybe find that information, or you can buy something, find your local herbalist, see if they have some yarrow salve. So it's a great way to use it as well. You can use it topically on wounds. Fresh on wounds, if you are out and about and you've cut yourself and it's bleeding and you've got yarrow handy, it's a great styptic. It helps stop bleeding. So you can chew a little bit of the leaf up in your mouth and just put it right on that wound, and it can go a long way in helping a wound stop bleeding. So that's important as well. It grows all over the world and in so many different environments. So it's a plant that amazingly is pretty easy to find. It's easy to grow. It's beautiful. I love having yarrow around. I can't wait to get some yarrow planted in my new garden. Which is why I have the paper version for you today. I don't have it in my new garden yet. It also helps reduce inflammation in the cardiovascular system. So for any of you who are dealing with cardiovascular issues, heart issues, stroke issues, it can help bring down that inflammation. It also does have salicylates in it. So which is the major constituent in aspirin. If you have an aspirin allergy or are sensitive to aspirin or salicylates, do not take yarrow. However, taking a little bit of it will give you that benefit that taking aspirin does of reducing some of the inflammation in your cardiovascular system and thinning the blood out a little bit as well. Yarrow is also helpful for those pesky summer colds. Again, it's antimicrobial, help fight it off, helps reduces phlegm in the lungs, and it helps reduce fever. So if you feel like the fever has done what it can do, it's time to take it down a little bit. It's a great diaphoretic, which means it's fever reducing, especially if you're having trouble breaking a sweat. It'll help you break a sweat so you can break your fever. That needs to be taken warm if you're going to take it that way. So that means if you only have tincture, put it in a hot cup of water and drink it down. Or if you're making a tea, if you have the dry or fresh plant on hand and can make a tea, then drink it hot, and that'll help bring your fever down. The yarrow in large quantities internally is contraindicated in pregnancy as well. And if you want to listen to other episodes, learn more about yarrow, I did a show entirely about yarrow. That was on January 21st of 2016. So that's 01/21/16. And also herbs for outdoors if you want some of the more of these tips and plants to use during this active summertime. That was an episode I did in June 29th of 21. That's 6/29/21. And you can access all those through the KPFA archives at kpfa.org. I'll see you next month. So if you'd like to listen to more of the Herbal Highway, you can find archives at kpfa.org and on some of your favorite streaming podcast platforms. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Herbal Highway. If you'd like to follow me, Sarah Holmes, one of the hosts of the Herbal Highway, you can follow me at Blue Otter School. Renee Camila can be found at La Yerba Buena Herbs, and Emiliano Lemos can be found at Trans Herbalist. And check out KPFA, our home since 1997, on Facebook at KPFA 94.1, or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at KPFA Radio. We hope to see you soon.
All right. Do you like that? Do you enjoy that? Isn't that great from the Herbal Highway? We love that. Actually, they've been doing that every month since February, and I love them. They're great. They're nice to just put together to watch. I work with Herbal Highway, making sure that they happen, and they've been such a great addition. We love that you guys enjoy to watch them too. People seem to love them, so thank you so much. Again, here, Miko Tolliver here, your host here. Hanging out with a little fly. Miko Tolliver. Find me around on the interwebs at Miko Tolliver. That's Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I think I'm on TikTok too under that name. That's a big fly. You don't see that guy? Goodness gracious. I can't get him. But I guess he's keeping me company because, again, Antonio is not here. He is on vacation during the filming of these announcements. So he'll be back next week. But still, the first few videos here of June, when we do On the Deck, we do the announcements. We're not going to have our amazing interim general manager, but he will be back. Again, I want to remind you all to tune in to KPFA Radio 94.1 FM. And if there's anything we're talking about here, you can find it in the description in the post, but you can also always go to our website, kpfa.org. I know some of you guys watch this after the fact too. Like, it sits on the top of our Twitter and it sits on the top of our YouTube. So you guys can have these announcements all month long, because we announce things all month long, like that we're going to be happening throughout the entire month of June. But, check it out. All right. I got one more video for you guys. One more video. You want to see? Okay, cool. This one. So that was our herb of the month. And now you know what we do. We do our mocktail of the month. And I also want to make sure I reference the mocktail because I'm here on the deck in Berkeley, California at the KPFA radio station underneath the umbrella. And Antonio always loves to tease me that you always have to talk about that umbrella. And so now every time we say umbrella, we pretend to have a little drink, a little mocktail. And so this mocktail is brought to you by Mo Herms, who is the host of the Nightcap, which is Wednesdays at 10 p.m. It's been a great new show that's been on for the last few months. And she has made a mocktail video for us every month. So here is a little mocktail for you, a little drink here as we start our summer vacation. That's what's going on here. You guys excited? I know I am. All right, let's check out this mocktail. Yeah?
Today I am making a drink for you called Yogi's Choice. There's a lot in here, and it even involves a blender. First up, 1 whole avocado. Not kidding, we're drinking a smoothie today. Next up, 5 ounces of pineapple juice. Then we're going to have 1.5 ounces of falernum syrup, not liqueur, syrup. Then we've got 1 ounce of lime, 2 or 3 medjool dates, and 1/4 cup of cilantro. Very decisive cilantro, but there is 2 tablespoons of coconut oil added, and then you blend it all up. Make it a smoothie, make it sludgy, and pour it on into a cup. Look at that, right? Talk about sludgy. Now, falernum is a really wonderful syrup that doesn't have to have liquor in it, and you can find those recipes online. It's got lime zest, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, all kinds of yummy stuff in there. You can see this is a real thick one. So once you've got it all done up, and it's super healthy too, but if you want to make it alcoholic-y, add 1.5 ounces of tequila to that. Then when it's done, like I was going to say, get a big, thick metal straw, because this is actually quite a sustainable drink. And next up is to enjoy. This drink was created by Gabby Milnarczyk who really prides herself on creating ethically sustainable cocktails.
Oh, yeah. That was great. That was great. I love it. Doesn't that look tasty? My goodness. We've had Mo as a guest here on the deck for some of our weekly recaps, but I got to get her to come in and live, or like maybe we can actually go to her house one day if she'll let us, if she thinks we're cool enough, and I'll show us how to make one of those mocktails live. Was that great, everybody? Thank you so much again for tuning in to On the Deck. This is our June announcements. Yeah, I'm super excited. I know that you guys are. Once again, tune in to KPFA Radio right there, 94.1 FM, or online at kpfa.org. Of course, I want to take this time to remind you guys all, please follow us on the social medias. Facebook at KPFA 94.1, or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at KPFA Radio. You can also find us on twitch.tv where these videos are posted as well. Thank you so much for participating, for tuning in. We're looking forward to the month of June. We're looking forward to the summer. We're looking forward to it all. Definitely don't forget to check out the drag story times that are going to be Tuesdays, the 6th, 13th, and 27th at 2:30 p.m. Don't forget it's Father's Day. Don't forget Juneteenth. You check this out. You like this? This is my dashiki. I bust it out every year for Juneteenth. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Again, my name is Miko Tolliver. I am here. You can find me around at Miko Tolliver on the interwebs. Yes, that would be super, super great. Don't forget to check out KPFA TV, which is in your lower left-hand corner of our website. Again, kpfa.org. You'll find them down there. So you can keep up to date on all the videos that we've been doing here at the station, the shows that we produce, news headlines, on the deck announcements, letters in politics, Radio Cafe, the Venus Lounge, everything. And then, of course, don't forget to tune in to our weekly recap. Tuesdays at 2 p.m. usually with me and Antonio. I miss him so much. I'm going to pretend like my buddies are right here, but he'll be back next month, and he'll be back in a couple weeks on our Tuesday update. All right. With that, I want to say thank you again. Again, remember to tune into KPFA 94.1 FM, kpfa.org. All right. I think it's time we say goodbye, folks. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.